Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be opening my last Avatar The Last Airbender Play Booster box and seeing what I get. Like usual, any card over $2 will show up on screen. Yeah, so this set has been out for a while now. It came out in November of last year. I can't remember. But yeah, it's been a pretty good set. It's still got some really good mythics that you could get with Badger Mole Cub and Wan Shi Tong. Badger Mole Cub being a very good card in Standard. Sure, it's good in other formats as well, but I know it's one of the best cards in Standard right now, so hopefully you can get one. And yeah, there's a few rares that are over $2. The best one being Redirect the Lightning. So, yeah, let's just get into it. I am opening this with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right around the corner, so that's the next Universes Beyond set. We got Combustion Technique in the showcase foil, which goes in a big scene that I definitely have not gotten all the pieces to yet because some of them are rares. We got the Earth King as our first rare. Then we got Suki, Courageous Rescuer, as our second rare. The only decent uncommon is Shared Roots. It's not over $2, so yeah. And then the best common is the, what is it called? Waterbenders something. Can't remember. But it's not over $1, but it's like 50 cents or something. We got Little Quenchia foil. Definitely pretty funny scene from the show. They're Lost in the Desert. We got Fire Lord Azula. I'm not too sure if the non-showcase or borderless one is worth something, but I'll put it up top anyway because it is still a pretty cool card. We got Hakoda, Selfless Commander, which is Sokka and Katara's father. I had it to where recently I watched through the Legend of Korra, which is the series that comes out after this this show did. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be compared to what everybody said on the internet. So we got Yue, the Moon Spirit. We got the Boulder. But yeah, the Legend of Korra was definitely a lot better than I thought it was going to be compared to what everybody says online. So definitely recommend watching it if you enjoyed Avatar. It's different, but it's still really good. So we got Tiger Dillo. And we got the Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop. It's a rare. We got one of the shrines there, the blue shrine. And I think it'd be pretty cool if they did do a Legend of Korra magic set as well. Because there's definitely quite a few characters in it that I think would make pretty cool magic cards. So we got the Planetarium of Wan Shi Tong. Not a bad mythic, not the best, but still a pretty decent mythic. So it's pretty cool. Makes it to where you can pay 1 and tap it to scry 2. It also costs 6 mana. And whenever you scry or surveil, you look at the top card of your library and then you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. And then you do this only once each turn, so you have a, well, this gives you a way, but if you scry on your opponent's turns as well, or surveil, you'd be able to cast the top card as well. So pretty cool mythic. Yeah, it'd be cool to see a Legend of Korra set as well, but don't know if that would ever happen. But if it did, it'd be pretty cool. We got another mythic. We got Ozai, the Phoenix King. Another mythic that's not the best, but pretty cool. It's also 6 mana. It's 2 red and 2 black for a 7/7 that has Trample, Firebending 4, and Haste. Firebending has it to where when it attacks, you add 4 red mana to your mana pool. And then that'll go away at the end of the combat. But with this, it won't go away because it has it to where if you lose unspent mana, it turns into red mana instead. And then Ozai has flying and indestructible as long as you have 6 or more unspent mana. So pretty cool. Another decent mythic. Not the worst, but not the best. Here's another one of the shrines, the green one. And Grand. Seeing some play in the Lessons deck. That was good for a while. Still is pretty decent. Featuring the Monument to Endurance from Ether Drift. Yeah, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set is coming out next week. Kind of looking forward to it, but not really. We got Sokka, Tenacious Tactician. Pretty cool rare. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so I'm not going to buy much product. I've only pre-ordered a collector box and then the Commander deck just for myself. And I don't know if I'll get any more play booster boxes, or if I'll get any. We got another mythic. We got a foil Avatar Aang. Pretty cool. It's 4 colors, 4/4 for flying, firebending 2, and then whenever you waterbend, earthbend, firebend, or airbend, you draw a card, and then if you've done all 4, you get to transform them. You transform them into Aang, Master of Elements, with flying. And spells you cast cost 1 of each color less to cast, and it also reduces generic mana. So essentially any 5-drop, as long as it's not like 2 red symbols in it, you can cast for free. Then at the beginning of each upkeep, you can transform them back, and if you do, you gain 4 life, draw 4 cards, and put 4 counters on them, and he deals 4 damage to each opponent. So another not terrible mythic, but still not the best. We got Diligent Zookeeper. It's a rare, and then Sokka, Bold Boomeranger. It's another rare. Yeah. So besides the 1 collector box, I don't plan on getting any play booster boxes unless I find maybe one for a really good price. But other than that, I don't plan on opening anything else besides 1 collector box. So if you're looking forward to that set, sorry, but I'm just not going to buy much of it. I got Obsessive Pursuit. It's a rare. And then we got Shared Roots, which is almost $2. I mean, shipping makes it $2, but decent uncommon. But yeah, so sorry if you were looking forward to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I'm not going to be opening much on the channel just because I'm trying to save more money this year and not spend so much on Magic and just save my money and buy the sets that I really want to buy. So yeah, we got Earthen Ally is our rare. And here's the Bender's Water Skin. That's the best common of the set. So I will buy more like the Marvel set and the Hobbit set, because those are definitely 2 sets that I'm really looking forward to. So buy more of those, but I'm not buying much of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We got Aang at the Crossroads. Another decent rare. I know the borderless one is pretty decent. I'm not too sure if the non-borderless one is, but pretty cool. Saw a deck where you can copy him and just get infinite of them. So we got Earthbender's Ascension. Another decent rare. I know this one is over $2, so pretty cool. Well, you don't get infinite copies of Aang, but it does. You make a lot of copies and end up being able to kill your opponent, so pretty cool. I do still have one more Lorwyn Play Booster box to open. Don't know when that will be, but we got another mythic. We got the Legend of Roku. I think this is the best non-borderless or non-showcase enchantment saga that you could get. So, and it flips over into Avatar Roku. Pretty cool, allowing you to make 4/4 dragons with firebending 4, and you do a bunch of other stuff. So that there. Got accumulate wisdom. Also saw play or sees play in the lessons deck. Eventually being able to could get it to a 1 mana draw 3 cards, which is pretty good. Got a cat, owl, and foil. Got UA, the moon spirit, in the showcase. Pretty cool. Combustion Man. Definitely one of the cooler characters from the series. And don't know how much of Strixhaven I'll buy. Definitely more than what I'm getting for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but yeah. Got Azula, Cunning Usurper. We got Tiger Seal. It's another rare. So definitely looking forward to the Strixhaven set because they're bringing back the Mystical Archives, and they're going to have the really cool Japanese showcases again. So definitely looking forward to that. We got Fire Nation Drill. It's a rare. I will say though, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set has quad. Bonus sheet seems pretty good. I've seen quite a few of the cards on it. They're all pretty decent. So hopefully I'll be able to get some cool ones. Don't know when the collector box will come in. Hopefully either next week or the week after. But I'll put up the video as soon as I can. We got May, Scornful Striker. It's a rare. Don't know if the non-extended art is worth anything, but or over $2. Guess I could put her up top no matter what anyway. So got food. We got Agni Kello. I think that's how you say it. Might be over $2. I'll put it up top because I can't quite remember. I know that Ba Sing Se and the Abandoned Air Temple are. So yeah, not too sure if Agni Kello is. There we go. We got Ba Sing Se, another decent rare. Oh. Just over $2. I got a borderless Fire Nation attacks. Pretty sure I've gotten one of those in like every single box I've opened. There was one of these boxes that I opened off camera that in the same pack had a Badger Mole Cub and Wan Shi Tong. I think it was a borderless Badger Mole Cub, or it might have been a borderless Wan Shi Tong. I can't quite remember. We got Toph, Hard-Headed Teacher, and foil. And we got the Walls of Ba Sing Se. This is a pretty decent mythic as well. Not nearly as good as Wan Shi Tong or Badger Mole Cub, but this is like a $20 mythic. So it's an 8 mana 0/30 that has Defender, and then other permanents you control have Indestructible. Pretty cool. Giving everything that you have Indestructible. It's also a 0/30. It can go quite well with some other cool cards, especially one card that came out of Lorwyn. Can't quite remember what it's called, but being able to do 30 damage to all your opponents is pretty cool. We got Sozin's Comment in the borderless. Pretty sure the borderless is obviously worth more than the non-borderless, so pretty cool. This is the 6th mythic of the box. Quite a few. Got so 5 mana. Each creature you control gains firebending 5 until end of turn, and then you can foretell it for 3, which I think foretell you can pay 2 and put it onto the battlefield face down, and then on a later turn you can pay the foretell cost, I think. Pretty cool. You don't get very many borderless cards in play booster boxes. So we got Wartime Protesters is a rare. And the Unlucky Cabbage Merchant. I don't know where he got all of his cabbages, but he's got quite a few. Always seems to have them. Hopefully you can get a bonus sheet card in this box. I know they are pretty hard to get. We got Katara the Fearless. It's a rare. Another Cabbage Merchant. Yeah, so got Accumulate Wisdom and foil. I was about to say, where's my rare? We got the Mechanist, Aerial Artisan. Pretty funny to have him right before the War Balloon, because he is the reason why the War Balloon exists. God, what was I going to say? Unfortunately, I will not be able to go to the pre-release that's this weekend for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set, because I have a wedding that I have to go to. It's a friend of mine. Here we go. This is the second best card of the set. We got Wan Shi Tong, Librarian. Yeah, really good mythic. It costs 2 blue and X, and it has Flash, Flying Vigilance, and it's a 1/1. And when it enters, you put X +1/+1 counters on them. Then you draw half X cards rounded down. And whenever an opponent searches their library, you put a +1/+1 counter on him and draw a card. So really good mythic. Second best mythic of the set. So that's the 7th mythic of this box, and I'll have to say this box is pretty good. You got Iroh T Master. This is my favorite card from the set, because the at the beginning of combat on your turn, you may have a target opponent gain control of a permanent you control, and when you do, you create a 1/1 ally creature token and put a +1/+1 counter on it for each permanent you own that your opponents control. So definitely one of my favorite cards, because there is a deck I have on Arena that gives your opponents a bunch of really bad things that you don't want, but they definitely don't want either. So definitely like that card. Yeah, like I was saying, this box has been really good. The only thing that can make this box even better is a Badger Mole Cub. If that happens, that would be pretty good. Toph, Hard-Headed Teacher. It's a rare. Not in foil this time. This will be the first pre-release that I'll miss since Outlaws of Thunder Junction, so yeah. I got Avatar's Wrath. This is another decent rare. I think it's, I'm not too sure, but it is another decent rare. Makes it to where you choose one target creature and then all other creatures get airbent. And then your opponents can't cast spells anywhere from other than their hand for at least one turn. So all those airbent cards won't be able to come back out until the turn after the next one. So I got Rumble Arena in foil. It's a land that has vigilance. Pretty interesting. We got Momo, Friendly Flyer. Pretty cool rare. We got a mythic. We got a from the bonus sheet, we got Visions of Beyond. Pretty interesting. Not too sure how much this card goes for. No, it's not the best card that you can get, but still pretty cool. Because like I said, it is quite rare. Say 1 in 26 play booster packs, I think. You're supposed to get one, but I've opened several boxes. Most of the boxes I've opened have not had one in them. I think the last one I did open, it did end up having 2 bonus sheet cards in it. So that's pretty rare. We got Aang, Swift Savior, another decent rare. We got Toph, the first Metal Bender, another card that I like, so put that one up top. Since I'm not buying as much, I'm not going to have as many videos come out, so definitely won't be expecting to have a video a week. I'll upload as much as I can, but won't have as many videos as I uploaded last year this year. We got Aang's Iceberg, so rare. Then Ty Lee Chi Blocker, second rare. So I know that after I open the collector box for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it'll probably be a while before I have another video because I have to wait till Strixhaven comes out for me to get more products. So we got Aang at the Crossroads in the Borderless. It's also a part of a scene. Pretty cool. Puts the Aang Destined Savior. Pretty cool. Put that up top because I'm pretty sure the Borderless is over $2. Not too sure. We got Earth King's Lieutenant. It's the second rare. So yeah. Got a foil Borderless Forest. We got The Last Agni Kai, which I think is just barely over $2. So pretty cool. We got Energy Bending with some really cool looking artwork. Yeah, I'll say this box was pretty good. It did have a bonus sheet card. Not too sure how good Visions. Well, seems like a pretty decent card that can also be a 1-mana draw 3 cards. Only if there's 20 or more cards in a graveyard. Not too sure how much that's worth, but still pretty cool to see a bonus sheet card in a box. And then quite a few decent mythics. We did get the second best mythic with Wan Shi Tong, and then the Borderless Sozin's Comment, and then the Walls of Blasting Say is the third best mythic, if we're not counting the special raised foil Aang that you can get. And then, yeah, just quite a few decent mythics. All these mythics are worth something. I think Aang is probably the worst mythic I got here, which is sad to see, but then again, did get a few decent rares, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure all these are pretty decent. And then these, I'm not too sure if they're over $2, but they are some cards that I like. So yeah, I'll say this box was pretty decent. Most of my boxes from this were pretty decent. But yeah, so probably won't open any more Avatar, at least not for a while. But yeah, the next video that I upload will either be my last play booster of Lorwyn or the collector box for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So if you're looking forward to either of those, consider leaving a like and subscribing. But other than that, thanks for watching and hope to see you next time.